do it with the intention of seeking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. So I decided this one night I prayed 2 rakat and I made dua and I said, just, Ya Allah, just please help me to have clarity in Islam. Please give me this wisdom to understand your faith and show me if this is the right way for me. So I started reading the Quran again. I started, the way I got most of my knowledge would be from books, and then I'd sit on YouTube and I'd watch so many lectures, hours and hours of lectures. And at this time, I was still Sunni, because back from the time when I was with my fiancé, I met a few other Muslims. They were friends of his, and I'd mentioned Shia Islam to them, and their response was, don't learn about the Shias. They're disgusting. They're kafir. You know, they do this, they do that. You know, they put me off. So I wasn't even considering it. But this one day kind of, and I see it as a miracle now, I just sitting on YouTube watching lectures, I came across this one lecture, and from the start I noticed it was quite different from other lectures I'd been watching, because, you know, people were shouting salawat, and at the time I didn't know what salawat was and why they were doing it. And I quickly realised that actually this was a Shia lecture that I was watching. And part of me was just like, maybe I shouldn't be watching this. Maybe I should just switch it off. But out of kind of sheer curiosity, I decided to give it a chance, and I just sat and watched it. And the speaker was Dr. Sayyid Ahmad Naqshbandi, and the video I was watching was discussing the Shia view on the wives of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting. I was just expecting it to be a joke, really, and a just massive insult. But just the way he spoke was with such eloquence and dignity and honour as well. I liked the fact that he was doing academic discussion, but he wasn't cursing anyone. He wasn't, you know, calling the wives in any kind of derogatory names. It was all very respectful, and I appreciated that. And I just couldn't help but just, like, listen to these arguments and think they actually make sense. I can see where he's coming from. So, but kind of part of me didn't want to believe it, because again, it was this fear. I'd been taught that the Sahaba and the wives of the Prophet, you know, you cannot criticize them at all. Like, any slight criticism, that means that you're a disbeliever in the eyes of Allah.